So in the previous video I discussed about how I built my hackathon project using AI basically. So today I will show you how I built this entire complex panel, nothing but the previous continuous part, the previous video's continuous part, okay, just using AI. So this is the panel I am talking. You can see how much complex it is. There is a team chart, which is a panel, side panel again, and etc. So this is very complex panel, you can see. So if you start building manually, it will take a lot of time. So I built this entirely using AI, no coding, nothing at all. So let me show you how. So basically, before starting, set up a React project in your terminal or in a VS Code basically. So I will set up. So I will set up in the fastest way. So if you also want to set up in a fast way, just follow my method. Just install a package called npm MERN quick start at the rate 1.0.9. so it will install. By that time you need a API key for this. For that API key, just go for this and just go to the official website called codis.xin and just take and come your API key from there basically. So I will take and come my API key. So I will sign in here basically. So after this, go to the account, you will get an API key. You can see here you will get an API key and just copy that basically. I will tell you why. So you can see the package is installed. So you need to import and basically some function called install project, you can see, and just call that function and pass your API key inside this. Don't use my API key because I will hide in the video, and just run this file basically. So now you can see the magic. So basically saying import statement cannot, yes, why? Because I'm using import statement, right? So you need to give the type module also, don't forget that, okay. Why? Because without that it will not work basically. You should give type module, okay. So it's my mistake. So again, let's run the file. So you can see it is telling to prompt the directory name. So I will tell the current directory basically, and the project name is basically I will give EI project, EI, okay. So now you can see the front end and the back end, whatever you was trying to set manually, entire React and Node.js, now it will be set automatically within a few seconds. Just you can see here. So just a minute. And the best advantage of this is it will set up the entire tailwind also for you guys. Syntax toolkit also, it is very useful. So if I show you, so you can see it is completed. Before it is saying like before you start the, like you can start the server now. Before starting, you need to make sure you need to update your env files. Why? Because it will not be updated, guys. You need to update your env file, okay. So just update your env file. Why? Because the database I'm using entirely different, so that's why I am not updating the. So I will just delete this function connect.dnp, okay. So now just go to the front end, whatever the directory you created, and just start a server and see the magic. Oh, okay, just a minute. Yeah. So just run the server by npm run dev. So you can see how much fastly the server is started. So this is entirely React server, guys. See. So this is the main, and open one more terminal and similarly run the backend also, okay. CDI. Oh my god, every time I will, what you will say that the typo error will occur. So now run the backend also. So now you can see the terminal is started, okay. So if you set up this all manually, it will take more than 1 hour, guys, trust me, I already did it. So better is use this package, it will set up you under 2 to 3 minutes, okay. So everything will be set. So now what we will do, now we will create a page called what you will say that page called workflow.jsx, okay. Just go for the page and create called workflow.jsx in that page, okay. And before that, clean up the pre-built, whatever say, like pre-built home page. Why? Because there will be some code pre-built, so just remove that, okay. Otherwise I will create this only as workflow rather than creating new page. I will make this only as workflow and I will update in the routes. Basically the routing system is separate in this file, so make sure you see in my previous videos to use this package. Okay, so now you can see I completed this. So now everything is set. So if I just go to the, what you can say, this link, so you can see the entire, just if I just return hello world something like this, I think it will be set up completely. Okay, so you can see the entire project history is now set up basically. So now let's go deeper into the next part basically. So after this, the next is you need to think your idea and just you need to command prompt for the DeepSeek AI. So you need to generate your idea, right? So whatever the thought comes to your mind, just type those thought and just after that give a prompt like create an effective solution for this problem statement. So this might be the problem, this might be the thought, anything. So example I will show you already created. Okay, so you can see what are the thought, what are the problem statement I got. I just pasted the problem statement and just I created like whatever I said, create an effective solution. So now this will create an idea or solution for you guys. Okay, so from this solution you need to see, like you need to understand the solution first basically. So you can see the what are the solution it gave, you need to understand it clearly and then ask for the AI to create, not to create, basically how to create the UI for the solution you provided, nothing but the AI provided, right? If your brain is empty, why? Because I know in your brain nothing UI will become, like nothing UI idea will be coming. So that's why ask for the AI. So you can see how to ask, how to create UI for this given workflow idea for me. Okay, don't ask to give the entire code. Why? Because AI models cannot generate the complex panels or complex problems. Okay, you should break into chunks then work on it. Okay, so now I prompted like this, how to create UI for this given workflow idea for me. So I asked the idea. So you can see after the solution it gave, I prompted like, so you can see how to create UI for this given workflow idea for me. It will give the entire UI process basically. You can see what are the components should be present. It suggested like some 5 components. You can see dashboard component, ticket processing component, and etc component, right? So it will generate also. Now you have an idea like how to create the entire UI. So you have a solid plan. So the next step is now take the given idea of the UI, then go for the Gemini. So you can ask why Gemini. Why Gemini I will discuss it later in this. Okay, so and prompt to convert the entire idea into your code, into your like required text stack. It might be anything. So I created this basically using React and Tailwind, right? So it might be anything for you. So now why Gemini? Because DeepSeek is very highly trained model for coding, but as per my experience it cannot able to create best UI from scratch. Rather than it will enhance the existing code to the very best level, guys. Trust me, I experienced a lot. So that's why I suggest you for like this. Okay, now let's take the whatever the UI idea given by the DeepSeek. So then I will go to the basically Gemini. Okay, so in the Gemini, so I will show you how I prompted. Okay, so you can see it might be whatever. So this is the component I pasted, this is the component idea I pasted from the DeepSeek. Then I entered one more like prompt. You can say create an attractive or engaging responsive UI for this using React and Tailwind CSS. Exactly, this will create a component, but this will be not that much attractive, trust me. Why? Because it will be a basic UI, like just like a solid structure outline, something like this. By this what happens, you will have some basic code regarding how your component should look like, a basic idea. Okay, a basic idea code. Okay, now take the code provided by the Gemini. Okay, now try in your VS code, just just look at it how it generated for you. So I will show you my code how it generated for me. This is not the component I actually rendered, this is the first component. This is the one more component is the below. So I will try that. Basically the command prompt is same. Okay, I will show you the command prompt also if you for you guys. So you can see This is the UI idea I brought from the DeepSeek, okay? And just I, like I said again, like similarly create UI for this also. Similarly nothing but the previous whatever I told, just similarly apply for this also. Now it generates the entire code, right? Just I will copy that, okay? Just copy that and go for your whatever you can see EVS code. And what are the work you created the entire page, right? Just page. So you can see now the entire code is pasted. No, might don't think like whatever it may be, so don't think or don't see anything. So just paste it and just check the name, component name, and render it in the home page. Okay, why? Because you will come to know how it generated. Okay, later we will optimize it according to our wish. Okay, just delete these all things. So now you can see I rendered the component. So let's go and see how it looked basically. So you can look, it looks something like this. I know you might be shocked what it generated. Why? Because there is a problem in VS Code. Why? Because it doesn't make the text color, so you need to make the text color actually white. So whatever here it gave, right, just make it to text black. Why? Because it doesn't create the text in black color. Okay, so now you can see somewhat it is better, I think, as per to the previous. So let me do text black for everything. I think this is the left panel, this is the center panel, right? So in this also I need to do text equal to black. The reason is simple. Actually it generated the it applied the background color called BG gray 100, so that's why it is coming like that. Okay, and don't bother about that, and this video will be in parts. Okay, so now you can say this is the basic UI created by Gemini, as I told. So it is not looking that much attractive also. Why? Because it is very basic. So if you see this UI, so you can see how this UI is looking and how this UI is looking. There is a lot of difference. This is the UI created by DeepSeek, nothing but enhanced UI of this only. Okay, so that I will show you in the next video how to create that. So for now, let's and stay tuned. Okay, so bye, thank you.